This video will introduce the database Gale Opposing Viewpoints in context and show you how to use the database in your research. Gale Opposing Viewpoints in context covers today's hottest social issues, from capital punishment to immigration to marijuana. In Opposing Viewpoints, you can find over 20,000 pro-con viewpoints for a variety of issues, approximately 19,000 reference articles, interactive maps, infographics, and more. To access Opposing Viewpoints, go to the library's website and click on Find Articles and eBooks. This will display an alphabetical list with direct links to all the individual databases the LRC provides access to. If you scroll down the page, you will find the link for Gale Opposing Viewpoints in context. Click on the link to open the database. On the home page, you can see the search bar and some options at the top of the screen. We'll talk about those in just a minute. In the middle of the screen, you can see Featured Content, which highlights some of the issues within Opposing Viewpoints. These are issues that have been recently updated or have new content. You can also see some featured news articles and a featured video on the right-hand side. The last two items to note on the home page are the Browse Issues and Maps features, shown here beneath the search bar. Let's talk about Browse Issues first. If we click on this tab, we are given an alphabetical list of all the issues within Opposing Viewpoints. As you can see, there are a lot of different issues to choose from. You can browse through the entire list, or you can use the Choose a Category drop-down menu at the top of the screen to select a category of issues. For example, if you are looking for a health-related issue, you can select Health and Medicine from the menu, and it will display only issues dealing with that subject area. You can then click into any of these issues to view the viewpoints, articles, and reference sources dealing with that issue. Let's take a look at what one of the issues pages looks like. Since we're in health and medicine topics, let's take a look at mental health. When you click on the direct link, it will open that issues page. All of the information on this issues page will deal with the topic of mental health. So if your topic has an issues page in Opposing Viewpoints, this is a great place to begin your research as it gathers all of the information on that subject in one place. At the top of the page, you see an introduction to the topic and some background information. Beside that, there is a summary of what information is found on the page. Scrolling down the page, you can see the information is organized based on those categories here in the center. We'll take a look at what individual results look like a little later. The other feature on the home page is Maps. And when we click on this tab, which is found on the home page or on any page you are on, we are taken to Opposing Viewpoints' collection of maps related to the issues in the database. Across the top is a horizontal menu in alphabetical order that you can scroll through to select a map. Some of the maps have multiple views or different yearly data displayed. For example, if we click on Adoption, we can see there are different maps we can view that will show up on the left-hand side. Source information is provided below the maps, and a direct link to the issues page is also included. Going back to the home page, let's talk about how to search Opposing Viewpoints. The traditional search bar is here at the top of the page, where you can enter your keywords or search terms. Beside the search bar, there is an advanced search option. If we click on that, it takes us to the advanced search screen, which enables you to list multiple keywords here and use limiters to narrow your search. Some of the limiters we have are shown below, which include full text documents, peer-reviewed journals, publication date, document type, content level, and lexile range, or reading level of the text. You can use a combination of these limiters to narrow down your results list. Back on the basic search screen on the home page, let's enter the keyword substance abuse. As I type, you can see that the search bar generates some suggested searches you can use. You can select one of these or use your own search terms. Sometimes, if a topic has a page from the Browse Issues screen, it will come up as a suggested in bolded, italicized text. Selecting that will take you directly to that issues page that we viewed an example of earlier. But let's stick with our original keywords to see what our search results will look like. On the right-hand side of the screen, a box summarizes the results your search generated. As you can see, Opposing Viewpoints is an all-in-one place to find information for your topic. Results are listed for viewpoints, academic journals, statistics, primary sources, audio, news, images, videos, reference, magazines, and websites. The results are divided into these categories on the screen as you scroll down. So if you're looking for a specific type of source, you can easily locate those types of items. Let's take a look at one of our results to see what the content looks like, as well as how we can utilize the articles. If we click into one of the articles, it opens the full text of the article. The title is listed at the top, along with other information such as authors, publication titles, and dates. Below this information, you can see there is a button that says Listen. This feature will actually read the article to you, and you can listen to the text. The tools are shown here on the right-hand side of the screen and are similar to many other databases. You can email, download, print, save, or share the article. You can also translate the article into another language. Citation Tools is a tool that will cite the article for you so you don't have to create your own citation. If we click on it, it gives you a citation in MLA 8th edition for this article. You can change the citation style using the drop-down menu at the top to either APA 6th edition or Chicago 17th edition, and it will update the citation. You can then use the Select button to select the citation and copy it to your reference list. One thing to remember is that citations generated by the database are not 100% accurate. You will want to double-check your citations with a style manual or style guide before adding them into your reference list. Another tool you have in Gale databases is the Highlights and Notes tool. This tool allows you to highlight text within the article on your screen, make notes on it, and save, download, or print the article with your notations. For example, if I want to use this sentence in my paper, I can highlight it with my cursor, and then I see that I have options to highlight the text or create notes for the text. So if you want to highlight it, you can select a color then, and it highlights the sentence within the article. If I want to create a note, I can highlight a sentence. And as you can see, I've highlighted some other examples in this article as well. And then I can click on Notes, and I can add a note about that. So if I want to use this sentence in the introduction, I can type that here, and then click Save. Now, if we go back to our Tools list at the top, we can click into Highlights and Notes and see that everything we have selected is listed here. Now you can download, save, and print the article with your notes and highlights included. For example, if we want to download this as a PDF, we can open it up, and we can see that it keeps our highlights and notes that we have made. And down at the end of the article, on the last page, it will list out your highlights and notes that you have made. So this tool can be a great resource to use if you like taking notes and highlighting information as you find and read through articles for your research. Now you are familiar with Gale Opposing Viewpoints in context, including how to search the database and use tools for individual results. If you have any questions about Opposing Viewpoints, you can fill out the Ask a Librarian form on the LRC's website, use our chat service at piedmontcc.libanswers.com, or stop by the LRC's and ask one of the librarians.